Welcome to the Website Investor. I'm Jeff Hunt, and today we're going to talk about, is this website purchase right for you personally? Now that's an important question because a website purchase might look really good by the numbers. It might be a good deal. It might be really intriguing intellectually. It might be a fantastic product, but it may not be a fit for your personal situation. And that is super important in terms of the longevity and the potential performance and actually the gratification that you're going to get from making that online business purchase. So that's why we're talking about this today. And the first criteria really that you need to look at is an honest assessment of what the risk impact is going to be to you financially. First criteria is the financial assessment criteria. Do you have enough money to set aside into this business, or do you have access to the money to do it? And what does that do to you? Like investing that money, what does it do to your life savings? What's it do to your situation financially? And if you don't have excess money, you don't have discretionary income, or you don't have discretionary savings, then it may not be the right thing for you to do this. So you really need to take an honest look at what your financial situation is and the size of the business that you're considering investing in and the source of those funds. You may not want to be beholden to a bank or to investors, or you may be fine with that. So you just need to take an honest look at the financial ramifications. That's the first thing. The second thing that's probably even more important is to take a really honest look at the work that's going to be required in this new business. In any new business endeavor, I don't care what it is, there's going to be a set of tasks that will be expected for you or required for you as the new owner to do on an ongoing basis. And it may be design things, administrative things, marketing things, customer service things, technical things. It could be all kinds of potential items. Some of them may be outsourced, may be delegatable, may be a responsibility of the existing team. But there's still going to be something left over for you to do as the new owner, and you need to take an assessment of that situation and say, hey, are those things that I actually want to do, that I have interest doing, that I will be willing to set the right amount of time aside to do, and list what those are and nod your head yes or no to each of those things. And then if there's any no's, you need to be willing to say, hey, is that a showstopper, or is there a strategy for me to assign or delegate or outsource that? Do I have enough money? Is there margins in the business to cover that? So first thing is the financial assessment. Second thing is the work assessment, and that is really critical. A third thing is the strategy. Does it fit in your strategy? Are you trying to replace your income? And in which case, buying a tiny little website that has no hope of helping you replace your income may or may not be the right thing to do. I mean, you might do that as a way to learn, but if it actually isn't in alignment with your main strategy, that might not be a good thing. If your strategy is to build up a portfolio of websites, does this one have the synergy, the relationship to the other items in your portfolio? Can you leverage the same team, the same skills, the same process, or can you not? It may not be a good fit. Even if it's the most clever website in the world and intriguing in different ways, it might not be a good fit for your strategy. If you're looking at a side income or a little hobby, or just having the asset or being kind of the exposure to online businesses, does this website fit? Or maybe it's too substantial or too different from what you're interested in. So it may not be a fit with your strategy, but you need to evaluate that and check that box off before you go forward. Another really important category is your personal life, right? So any significant investment financially and time-wise in a business is going to impact other relationships that you have in your life, whether it's friends, kids, spouses, other family members, whatever it might be. You need to take a realistic assessment of that. Maybe you have a full-time job, and buying into a significant business would really impact your discretionary free time, and as a result, impact the relationships you have with other people. It's really important to think through that and see what the strategies might be to mitigate some of those impacts if you perceive that there'll be significant negative impacts. And conversely, there may be really positive impacts on other elements of your personal life. So that's a possibility as well. And the last thing I want to discuss with you is just what you bring to the table and your compatibility with the business. We all have resources, assets, experience, knowledge that we bring to the table. And in some cases, it may be very tightly related to the business you're considering buying. In other cases, it may be completely disparate. Like you may not have anything that you're bringing to this business that is helpful. And I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just that you're going to be more compatible with certain businesses and less compatible with other ones. And this may not be a factor for you, but it might be. And particularly if you have more than one option, you can consider this as part of your whole evaluation of whether you want to buy the business. So hopefully that's helpful to you. I'll list these things again. You have financial analysis. Is this right for you financially in your financial situation? Very importantly, do a work analysis. Is this the kind of work that you want to take on to your plate? The work to run and operate this business. And then strategic analysis, and then kind of a personal relationship analysis. And that's how you assess whether a website is right from you from a personal point of view. There's still all the fundamental analysis you want to do and the due diligence based on the numbers, the risk profile of the business, the valuation of the business, all of that. But from a personal point of view, these are the things that you want to look at. Hope that's helpful. Go to flipminds.com/today for other resources for your online business, and I'll see you next time.